Team Esbjerg in the red and white kit, attacking from left to right on your screens. Gyori in their changed all-white kit, defending on the right-hand side. So no surprises in the backcourt trio for Esbjerg, with Henny Reistad in the center, Breistel on the left-hand side, and she takes over in the center at the moment with a bit of an empty switch, and waiting is Mette Tramborg on the right-hand side, but she's not needed, and that's a real confidence booster at the start of this game for Christina Breistel. Not afraid to take on the shot, and that is a big difference between these two teams in the way that they approach their shooting as well. Three tall backcourt shooters with a lot of power for Esbjerg, whereas Gyori often rely on a bit more speed. And you can also see that they've decided to play with three right-handers in the backcourt here at the start of the game, with Veronica Christiansen in the right-back position. Oftedal in the center there, going into a heavy challenge. And Anna Mette Hansen, the Dane and the captain of the club, in the left-back position. Oftedal really testing that defense there. And she's right to do so as well early on, to see what they're made of. Oftedal drifts out to the right-hand side here, tries to get a bit of space. There wasn't too much space, but enough to get the penalty. And it was her fellow Norwegian, Marit Malm Frafjord, who committed the foul in the end. Reistad just stepping away at the wrong time, waiting for the pass to be played across. Penalty earned and to be taken by Veronica Christiansen against Rikka Paulsen, and she places that one into the bottom right-hand corner. 1-1. So both teams successful with their first attack. That'll settle any nerves there may have been. These players have been through it all on different occasions, but here in the MVM Dome for the very first time, and it is quite a spectacle. Reistad out to Breistel. Tramborg receives the pass close to the defense, and they're looking to play a bit of a risky strategy here and draw the defense in, looking to move the ball and move off the ball as well. Plenty of movement here, but the hand is up for passive play. Reistad goes alone. That's a good save to the right-hand side. Well covered and picked up on the rebound by Esbjerg, so they'll hold on to it. And I did say in the pre-match Twitch show that I expected to see Celia Solberg start between the posts for Gyori, seeing as that she knows these players so well as a Norwegian goalkeeper. And start she does. And she's got her first save as well. She can't stop that one. Well, pick that one out. 2-1. And it's Henny Reistad, not deterred by that previous attempt, comes right back at them and fires that one past. Anna Mette Hansen tries to respond quickly, but she's thwarted by a mix of the defense and Rikka Paulsen. Free throw given as Høyre Gyori rings around the arena here. Empty switch brings Christiansen into the center. Drifts out to the right-hand side, finds the wing there, plenty of space, and the lob shot just out of the reach of the goalkeeper. That's a nice finish as well by Victoria Lukac. Nicely worked, and plenty of space for Lukac to decide what she was going to do with it. That shot comes off the crossbar and stays out, and away comes Gyori. A chance for them to really get their legs moving here on the break. Ball goes out to the wing again, but crashing into each other is Lukac and Christiansen, and a 2-minute suspension is the result of that. Still the Ingstad deemed to shove Christiansen as she laid the ball off. A bit of a soft 2-minute suspension to give away. Here it is again. There wasn't too much in it, and really could have done without forcing that shove, and with it a 2-minute suspension. Hansen out to the wing, not the greatest pass, so has to be recycled. Hansen again. Christiansen, and this time it's stolen. That's good defense with just 5 women there. 1 woman down, and they've managed to cut that one out. And it was Sanna Solberg, who is a very solid defender as well, playing out on the left wing, can go number 2 in defense when required. He managed to snatch that steal, and now Esbjerg can take their sweet time and try and kill some of this 2-minute suspension. Goalkeeper is out, so they do have to take care. Breistel out to Reistad. Reistad not afraid to take on the shots, and again she's thwarted. Good save by Solberg, who has an empty net to shoot into, and she fires it straight in there. It's a good play at either end from the Solbergs. But this time it's Celia with the save as well at the near post, comes off the post and fires that one full court into the empty net to give Gyori a 3-2 lead. Nothing Paulsen could do about that. Framborg, haven't seen too much of her just yet. All happening on the left-hand side of the attack for Esbjerg. Again, movement off the ball as they come off and allow the keeper to come back in. Hand is up for passive play. Still 23 seconds left on the suspension. So expect either Reistad or Breistel to take the shot here. Reistad, she's broken through and it's saved again. She gets the rebound, this time puts it away. And that's a nice little boost for Henny Reistad. She's not afraid to shoot, but she'll need to find the goal eventually, which she does, and an immediate response down the other end by Stina Oftedal. Not messing around there, and gets the ball off the throw-off immediately. Makes her way down, finds a bit of space with that shimmy. And with that, Gyori take the lead again. Breistel. Ball across. Oh, that's good movement as well. Penalty has to be called by the referees, and it is. That's really, really good movement.
It is a 7-meter penalty for Team Esbjerg.
Marit Rosberg Jakobsen. One coming flying in off the wing. Takes her a while to get up. That was a heavy challenge, but she did brilliantly to penetrate the gap, win the penalty to be taken by Henny Reistad, and she fires that one into the bottom right-hand corner. No fear on her. 3 goals already from 7 attempts. We've only played 7 minutes and 7 shots on goal already from Reistad. Just evades Solberg's hands, gets the right way, but couldn't stop it. Ball into the line is a gorgeous one, and it's saved though. First big save of the day for Rikke Paulsen. And I did say before that the goalkeepers here for Esbjerg are going to have a big day, at least one of them, if they're going to have a chance here. And that early save will be a big boost for Paulsen. And with that, an opportunity for Esbjerg to reclaim the early lead. Breistel lays it off to Framborg. Framborg with space to run into here. Looks to take the defenders on. Is going to lay the ball off again. And the referees blew the whistle. Could barely hear it with the crowd noise, but really nicely worked. And that's a bit of a worry for Gyori here in the center of defense, with the movement off the ball causing them some hassle. Breistel across, and well, the referees blow the whistle again. Not happy with what's going on there between the line player and the defense. Here we go again, and keeper sent the wrong way, and that's 2 from 2 for Christina Breistel. Hansen trying to respond immediately. Ball out to Christiansen, back across to Oftedal. Hansen tries to wriggle her way through, and as she often does, fights until she's brought down. Here's a replay of that one. Right in between the 2 defenders. You can see Solberg is relying on her defenders to make the block there, and you can see why as well. There was 2 of them right on top of her, but the shot came in right in between them, and the goalkeeper nowhere to be seen. So a very solid start to this game for the newcomers to this competition, Esbjerg. Not letting the occasion get to them yet, and that shot, or the pass rather, goes out of the reach of the line player and goes over the end line. Breistel running into space here. Ball out to Framborg. Framborg brought to Breistel. And Reistad tries to go in between 1 and 2. And a penalty given again, inside defending. Reistad really not needing a second invitation to take on this defense over and over again. Clearly that was the instruction from Jesper Jensen. Not taking care of the ball for as long as they have done for most of this season. looking to hit this Gyori defense early and hard. And now to take the penalty is Kaya Kamp, the line player. She sends Laura Gloser the wrong way. Nice finish there. So two different penalty takers. Kaya Kamp there with her first action of the game. Really nice finish. I mentioned before, was a European beach handball champion with Denmark. Now focusing very much on the indoor game and thriving as well this season, has become a real integral part of this team in the attack. And the referees really stamping their authority on the game here in these opening 10 minutes, which have, to be fair, flown by and have been pretty fair despite a few penalties and a suspension given. Both teams trying to play the game the right way. Hansen across to Oftedal. And the referees, well, they're not happy at all with the defending on the line player. This time a 2-minute suspension has been dished out, and it's Mette Tramborg.
This time for number 18, Mette Tramborg.
Let's see that one again. Well, a real battle going on in there. I said before the game that they're really going to have to take care of the line players. That's one way to do it, but the referee's clearly on top of it. Ball behind the back was on there, but pass back across. Trying to create some space on the right-hand side. That's a good stop by Paulsen. Really good. Stood tall and read the shot until the very last second before dropping down to make the save. Veronica Christiansen will expect more from herself in those positions. But that's two very good saves here in the opening 10-11 minutes from Rikke Poulsen. And with moments like that, they're going to start believing here, Esbjerg. Breistol, hand up for passive play already. Movement of the ball. Ball into Rosberg on the line. Oh, it's good movement. It's going to be a penalty if it's not a goal, but it is a goal. They just kept the ball moving there, and Vilde Ingstad in the end, the one who puts it away to give Esbjerg a 7-4 lead. Good response. Absolute cracker off the underside of the crossbar by Stina Oftedal. And that's two times that she's just flown down the other end of the court, not waited around, and tried to find the first space she could. And it's on top of that, it's the old 1-2 goal and a 2-minute suspension. Muller, the guilty party here. Let's look at what she did. And again, it was battling with the line player before she came out a bit late on top of Oftedal. That was just out of the picture. So Esbjerg now down to 5 women on the court. Going to try and take a few seconds off the clock here, and well, they do have the players to shoot from long range. Which one of them will take it on? Breistol to Reistad. Reistad drifts into the center. Breistol looking around, hand up for passive play. Reistad tries to find some space, but the shot is wide to the right. Free throw given, however, and a 2-minute suspension. And that's exactly what the doctor would have ordered for Esbjerg. The last thing that Gyori needed. Anna Mette Hansen, the guilty party there. And just held on to Reistad a little bit, enough to put the shot off, but too much in the referee's eyes. And so 3 suspensions on the court at the moment, which means it's 5v5 in terms of attack versus defense here. And space to run into. As we see, Reistad do exactly that. Crashes it off the crossbar. Penalty given by the Austrian referees. And the crowd not happy with that whatsoever. Really nicely done by Henny Reistad. Takes on the defender with the against her shooting arm. Just looking to get some space for herself. She did. Got the shot off and won the penalty. To be taken again by Kaya Kamp. And this time it's saved. Well read there and kept out by Silja Solberg. Guessed the right way. The 2 penalties before that were in the bottom right-hand corner. This one a very good height for the keeper as well. Guessed the right way, and then her arm perfectly in position to make the stop. Ryu Yunhee on now in the right back position, so they have a lefty in the backcourt at last. Oftedal, Ryu into the line. It's a good pass, just spills out of the hands of Karina Pintea. And 29 seconds left on the second Esbjerg suspension. So they're back to 6 players. But with Gyori taking out their goalkeeper here, they're playing 6-on-5 in attack, so they have the 1 woman advantage. We're back underway. 2 line players waiting in there. Ryu cuts inside, nice movement, really good movement there by Ryu Yun-hee. Thane going on the right-hand side, then just shimmied in to the left to open up space for her first shot and first goal of the day. Came into this as Gyori's second top scorer this season, 53 goals to her name, just 1 below Oftedal. Reistad, oh, it's too much space. You cannot afford to give that space, and a bit of confusion there for the Gyori defenders. In the end, Pintea and Chris Johnson were looking at each other and looking over as well to Enziminko. Nice block there by the line, but really Enziminko probably could have covered a little bit more. There was the shimmy inside. Nice movement by Ryu moments ago. Both attacks really stepping up to the mark here. And that's a good finish from the left wing. Not a lot of space to move into in the end for Nadine Schatzel. But spun it over the head of the keeper and brings Gyori back within 1. You can see again, bodies all over the inside of the court there. So Schatzel didn't want to risk anything. Took the shot immediately and backed herself to spin it over the keeper's head. Ball keeps moving there. It's inside, but the referees go back to the free throw they were going to give. And now both sides back up to full strength. Tramborg in the center, Reistad waiting on the right-hand side of the backcourt trio. Empty switch will bring her into the center, but she's not needed there. Save at the near post, goes over the sideline, so it's a throw-in to Esbjerg. And Breistol, who has been so efficient in her shooting all season long, in fact, but today as well, this time kept out. Ball into the line is a good one, though. Plenty of space for the shot, and it's put away. Sent the keeper the wrong way as well. And it's Vilde Ingstad. Oftedal looking to go alone there, really in the wars here in this opening quarter of the game. And these first 15 minutes have flown by. Entertaining stuff so far, and you have to say, from a neutral perspective, good to see that Esbjerg have settled into life at the Final Four well. Line switch with Pintea as an empty one. She goes back in. Ball goes to Ryu. Ryu to Mette Hansen, has space there and sends the ball just past the reach of Paulsen. First of the day for Anna Mette Hansen. Nice movement as well. A good setup. And there's Ingstad's goal down the other end moments ago. The Gyori have responded well to going down by 3 early on here. Almost get the ball there, but leave a huge gap behind, and it's going to be a penalty. Inside defending again, and that was risky. It was Ryu who came out trying to get the steal. Maybe not the obvious choice for a player to come flying out there. And the referee spotted a hint of inside defending there. Pintea, as you can see, with the last challenge on top of Breistol. Last penalty was saved. So it's Henny Reistad coming back in for her second of the day. Oh, drops it over the keeper's head. They were almost touching there, the goalkeeper and the shooter, Reistad. She leaned in so much. Let's look at that again. Oh, nice finish. Very good stuff. Deft drop over the keeper. Frustration for Solberg. Reistad, 5 goals already, and maintaining her proficiency in front of goal in this event. And that ball almost given away. Ball across to the right wing is a good pass, and it's saved again. Paulsen with save number 3 today. That one looked like saving all the way. A lack of confidence there, I think, from Victoria Lukacs. And I said before that the wings for Esbjerg were going to have to be on form today, but the same holds true for Gyori. And so far they've been good, but that shot, not the best. This time, a chance in the left wing, and it's a save. Rebound picked up. Solberg saves from Solberg. Well, the chances will be few and far between, I think, on the wings for Esbjerg today, so they have to be more efficient than that. Hand up for passive play, and Edda Jensen is coming in the backcourt for the first time. That shot, not a bad one, but clips the top of the crossbar, and there's an empty net to shoot into, and it's in the back of the net for the second time today. Silja Solberg this time didn't make the save, but reacted very well to pick up the ball from behind the posts. Just look how quickly she responded. Knew the shot was on, had one quick look up, and then whipped it in. Second goal of the day for her, and again Paulsen can only look on in despair as the ball flies over her head and into the back of the net. Jensen again, lays it off to Tramborg. Reistad. Tramborg runs into traffic looking for the pass into the line, which comes eventually, but not until after the referees blow their whistle. Reistad, basketball style, cuts inside, looking for space again, off the post, rebound picked up by Ingstad. That's a bit of a let-off for Esbjerg. Well, Henny Reistad is just going at this defense over and over again. And yes, she's not putting it in every time, but it really must be a real pain in the neck for Gyori to deal with, knowing that she's willing and ready to let loose at a moment's notice. And Esbjerg, after getting that rebound and scoring 2 goals up. Oftedal out to the wing. Any better this time? That is a much better finish. And it's Nadine Schatzel again. He's looked a lot more confident out in the wing, and not a great angle to shoot with, but found a way past the keeper. Tramborg into the top right-hand corner. That's a good finish. Mette Tramborg. She's been fairly quiet in front of goal. We saw her try one moments ago. That was much, much better. Going into the challenge. And then with the keeper focusing on a near post, firing it the other way. And with that, and Esbjerg's 2-goal lead, Ambros Martin has decided it's time for a timeout. While that timeout was happening, I was just notified that the attendance here at the MVM Dome at the moment, 14,800 fans, which is a record for women's club handball. Fantastic, fantastic news. I heard yesterday 13,000 was the number. I hoped it would be bolted a little bit by the last 24 hours before, and that has proven to be the case. Fantastic stuff overall. Hopefully we can get over the 15,000 mark for tomorrow. But focus here for these two teams back on the court. And Rio again, excellent movement by Rio Yun-hee. Sends the defense down the river. And that's the second time with really intelligent movement, tearing a hole in that Esbjerg defense and putting it away with ease. 2 goals from 2 attempts for the Korean international at her very first EHF Final Four. Reistad receives it in the center, tries to create some space. Tramborg catches it on the, not on the move, but standing. So runs into a bit of traffic. Kaya Camp now, after her couple of penalties earlier, now in the court, in the line position. Breistel into Camp, but it slips through her hands, and away comes Gyori. They haven't had too many chances to break, but this is one of them. It'll be a second wave counter-attack, or Rio will just try to go alone. I think she took too many steps there, and the referees decide to give her the free throw. Caught in two minds there momentarily, Rio. Good defending as well. But you feel that after this timeout, and having gone into it 2 goals down, if they can draw themselves level here, that'll be a real boost for them and a bit of a shift in the momentum. And a great wide picture of the arena here. As I said, 14,800 in attendance for this game. Empty line switch again. Ball across the Rio. Looks to give it back to Hansen. That worked earlier on. They keep the ball moving here. This time it's cut out. Good defending again by Esbjerg. And it's Henny Reistad who picks up the interception in the end. Taking her time moving up the court here. After that defensive output, as they try to re-establish their 2-goal lead. Camp on the line switch, lays it off to Tramborg. Oh, and that's nicely done. Just beat Enzamingo to the ball there. Tried to come out and get the steal. Tramborg a bit quicker to the ball, and in the end had a clean route onto goal for her second of the day. An attacker foul call there. The referee's really keeping a firm set of eyes on what's happening in the line position. Most of the time it's been in favor of the attackers, but not on this occasion. And, well, honestly, hard to know exactly what the call was. I saw the referee's gesture that the arm going around the back was the cause of it. The referees know best. Line switch again. Kaya Camp dishes out to the left-hand side. That's a save at the far post. Much better from Solberg, who's had a very solid first half overall, I think it's fair to say. She's been a solid choice to start this game. Gyori do have Laura Gloser and Amandine Lenoir to choose from if needed. You can see there's saving percentage. It's Solberg on top by a fair bit, but Esbjerg on top in the game. There's good defending yet again. Really pushing the center and focusing on trying to make Gyori play those balls out to the wings. They're confident they can stop them there. And confident they can stop the ball before it even gets in there, but nothing they could do about that. Quick pass inside to the line, and Lindblom fires that one past the keeper. I think that's her first of the day. Such good stuff. Catches it with the left, straight into the hand, switches over to the right hand. And there's her first of the day. Michaela Muller in the left back position, receives the ball. Breistel with the floated pass there. Tramborg plays it back inside. Breistel, hand up for passive play again. Referees quick to call these. Muller tries to take on the defense, dragged down from behind by Ryu. The hand still up, so shot's going to have to come in, and it's blocked down, picked up by Enzamingo, and away comes Gyori. Ryu looking for the pass, and eventually gets the ball over. Really good stuff there. Penalty given in the end, and a 2-minute suspension on top of it. I think the suspension was for the challenge on Ryu to begin with by Mette Tramborg. She took the challenge, went down, and still managed to release a perfect pass across. There's the block down at the other end by Lindblom. So there's the challenge on Ryu. Goes down, but still releases a great bounce pass inside in pure pain as well. Shows just how focused she is in these situations, and then the penalty was earned by Oftedal afterwards. And that's the thing that Jesper Jensen said before the game. They have to do their best to avoid counter-attacking situations, because whenever Gyori are able to, either on the first or the second wave, create those chances, it's very difficult to stop. Anna Mette Hansen steps up to take this penalty and drops it over the keeper's head with brilliant ease. for being a bit of a Route 1 player at times, Hansen, but that time showing her pure skill, flicking that one over the head and between the arms of Rikke Poulsen. And with that, Gyori are level, 13-13. Just over 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Muller, oh, good breakthrough and shot into the top right-hand corner. I said she'd be a bit of a wild card in this game. Empty net to shoot in at the other end is missed, clear over the top. And a bit of a disaster there for Gyori. I'll have to look at that one again. There's the goal in the first place. Nice cut inside. Nothing Solberg could do about it. Muller with her first goal of the HF Final Four. And Oftedal, the right idea, just a bit too much mustard in that shot. Muller again tried to catch it with one hand this time, but the ball was a bit behind her. So an easy turnover and a chance for the Hungarian side to break. Ryu, ball over the top is on to the wing, but Enziminko is out there. She's going to make her way off. And in comes Nadine Schatzel. We haven't seen Enziminko in a settled attack yet. Oh, good timing there. Ryu Yunhee again. Great movement off the ball. Realized the pass was going to come in eventually. Just backed herself to run through. And there she was at the right time to receive that pass. Nothing the defense can do about it. And then it was a glorious spin past the goalkeeper as well. 3 goals here in the first half from Ryu Yunhee. Really settling into this occasion beautifully. Breistad back on. Muller in the right back position at the moment. Breistad, shot is wide to the left. And a chance now for Gyori to break again. It's Oftedal who takes it over the halfway line, looks out to her left. Enziminko looking for some space, and she eventually wriggles free of the defense, but they did enough to slow it down and give away the free throw. Hansen back in the left back position. So the only real change in the backcourt has been Ryu coming on for Christiansen. Hansen somehow finds a way through, and she's fouled just as she takes that shot. She won't mind that too much. Ingstad giving away that free throw into the final 3 minutes of the first half now. Ryu. Oftedal cuts out to the right again. Ryu, oh, great pass inside, a great drop over the keeper's head as well by Lynn Blom, but oh goodness me, that was created by Ryu's pass inside. Great vision, and the over the head camera will give a great view of this. Credit to Oftedal as well, drew in 3 defenders, 1 quick pass, a 2nd quick pass, and the finish was gorgeous. Timeout, Esbjerg. So the early nerves that the Gyori fans would have felt may have dissipated a little bit. But this game still very much on a knife edge as we head towards the halftime break. Gyori have given themselves a lead. The first real lead of this game, I guess you could say, for the Hungarian side. But Esbjerg now facing a 5-1 defense with Enziminko out on top. We'll try to draw a level here. Ball into the line. And I'm pretty sure that Esbjerg and Jesper Jensen would have expected to face this defense at some point. Enziminko, a brilliant player on the top of that 5-1 defense, as you can see already, and it's causing a bit of hassle, but that's nice movement and a goal for Rosberg Jakobsen. For the 2nd time today, he's broken through nicely. coming in from the right wing. And that pass is a poor one. Not sure if they were looking for the in-flight there, but all of a sudden, ball back in the hands of Esbjerg and a chance for them to regain the lead. Jesper Jensen having a word with his attack, looking to set them up to face this 5-1 defense. Ball across to Reistad, who's in the left-back position now. Switch on the wing, and in comes Rosberg Jakobsen. Framborg sends the defender down and gives herself the free throw. Schatzel doing the heavy lifting there in defense. Ball to Framborg again, and there was the space for her to run into, but the referees call a halt. And we go again. Reistad cuts into the center. Out to the right-hand side. Oh, it was a decent look, but I think the keeper got a touch to it. Silja Solberg keeping that one out. A tight angle for Framborg, but definitely one she's faced before. And yeah, great save. Really good stuff. Silja Solberg with another big save, and she has been the key player, I think, in this first half for Gyori, who now, with 30 seconds left in the first half, have a chance to get the lead again. Moving on the outside, and it's saved, and no penalty call this time. Almost a bit too quick there by Oftedal. Classic move from her to find the space, but it was a tough angle, and a decent save made by Rikke Poulsen. 10 seconds left in the half. Reistad with Framborg. Looking for Reistad here. Henny Reistad. Reistad again, saved at the near post. And will there be one last shot? There won't be. So another save by Silja Solberg brings an end to this first half here at the MVM Dome. And well, it's a bit of a neutral's dream. 15-15 after pulsating first half of handball here. This is the first semi-final of the AHL. Taking shots for fun in the opening few minutes. 5 goals for her in the game so far. 3 of those coming in the first 7 minutes alone. And they've really tested this Gyori side, or what has been the Gyori side so far in this game. And that's another aspect that is going to be interesting to see in the second half. Exactly who will play. Because Gyori do have a much deeper bench, it's fair to say, in every position on the court. And have a lot more options, so we'll see who Ambros Martin is going to entrust the second half with. But as I look out across now, and as you can see on your screen, the backcourt is going to be the same as the one that ended, with Anna Mette Hansen on the left-hand side, Stina Oftedal in the center, and Ryu Yun-hee in the right-back position, who has been fantastic since coming on. And it is Gyori who get us underway in this second half, live from the MVM Dome in Budapest, Hungary. That's the 5-time champions Gyori level with the debutants Esbjerg defending on the right-hand side. And the line switch gets us going here. Hansen tries that pass out to the wing. It's a bit slow, so has to be recycled. Ryu over to Hansen. Pass is not on to the left, now it is, and there's an overlap on the left-hand side in the wing, this time going near post. And scoring the opening goal of the second half. And it's Inga Fodor with her first shot and first goal of the game. Breistel leaves that behind her as she tries to bounce her way free from the grip of Enziminko. Breistad off to Framborg, who commits the attacker foul there. Right idea, but in the end ran into 2 defenders just waiting to take the hit, and well, they took a hit as well. Fodor, I think, coming off the worst there, but you can see also with the height advantage that Framborg had there, probably could have gone for that shot before even taking the contact. Tried to break through, which was maybe not completely necessary, but easy to say from up here. Ryu lays it off to Oftedal. She goes down almost horizontal before taking that shot. Free throw given. Oftedal barking out instructions before laying the ball back to Ryu. Trying to find the line there, but came off the defender's foot. Frafjord in this case. Ryu, oh, great pass out to the wing. And another lob over the keeper's head. Nice finish out in the right wing. And it's Dorothea Faluvegi with her first of the day, but an immediate response, and that's much, much better. Esbjerg, knowing they can't allow themselves to fall behind here by any real amount of goals. That's a good quick response as well to bring themselves back within one. Pass out to the wing and a shot straight at the keeper. And that's not a good finish, but you have to credit Rikka Paulsen there for standing up tall and not allowing herself to be moved by Senga Fodor. Decent idea, but there was a lot of the goal to aim at there. Tried to go between the legs. Around comes Solberg from the left wing. She'll make her way back out as they try to create some space, but it'll have to be a bit DIY here at the moment as it's a 5-1 defense. It doesn't work out there. A counter-attack opportunity. And it's Dorothea Faluvegi with two in quick succession. And Gyori back up by 2. As that counter-attacking we know is so dangerous. A bit fortunate there. The ball came off the post and away went Fodor. And that has given the crowd something to cheer about here. Solberg back across here. And it's looking a bit awkward with Reistad being taken out. And that's going to be a bit of a help for them as Senga Fodor, who was at a eventful 3.5 minutes in this second half. A goal, a miss, and then a 2-minute suspension as she tried to grab a hold of Rosberg Jakobsen. Breistel out to the wing. You can see that's what she was looking for, is well covered by the defense on the wing side. And they go again. Breistel this time well covered in goal and well read by Cecilia Solberg, who continues to deliver the goods in between the posts. She had a fair bit of space to shoot into there, but Solberg read that hand very well. Knew where the shot was coming in from her fellow Norwegian international. And right at the beginning of this second half, Gyori with an opportunity to get a bit of a stranglehold on the affair. Ryu, ball across to Hansen, out to the wing, and dropped over the head of the keeper again, but off the crossbar on this occasion. So a bit of a let-off for Team Esbjerg, who now have 55 seconds with a woman advantage to try and get themselves back within a goal. Breistel again. Breistel taking her time here. Breistel trying to find a way through and does exactly that, dancing away around and finding just a little bit of space. Keeper came flying out, and in the end it was more of a place shot over the head of Solberg. And there's that shot from Schatzel moments ago, which came off the crossbar. So still 18 seconds left on the suspension. Gyori will be able to go with this full pelt, knowing their keeper will come back in a moment, but they have to take care of the ball here. That's the other side of this, because there's nobody at home. But by the time they get this one back underway, Gyori will be back up to full strength. Ryu, Oftedal, almost gives it away, and in fact does. Takes too many steps in the end, ran into traffic there. There's a bit of miscommunication between her and Hansen. Forced again by that Esbjerg defense, which packs inside very well. They do give up space on the wings, but that's something they're happy to do. It's an area of the court that they know they're just going to have to sacrifice at times. Gyori's biggest strength is in the center. And a big challenge there. Eventually, the free throw is given. Lindblom with a look of bemusement there. We're back underway as you see that replay. Reistad bounces around, gives it off to Breistel. Pressure being put here, but Reistad breaks through brilliantly and, well, gets it into the back of the net in the end, but the free throw is called. Reistad looking for the penalty. The referee saying that she landed inside, which I guess by definition means that the defenders also landed inside, but they were happy enough just to give the free throw here. And the tension within the MVM Dome rising here as the Gyori fans look to unnerve their Danish opponents. The referees are happy, back underway. Ball out to Breistol. Oh, that's much better. Christina Breistol, her last couple of shots were very well read by the keeper, but this time centered the wrong way. Down the other end, a very quick response. And guess who it is? It's Stina Oftedal. Oh, and it's stolen. Enziminko has a chance now to add another one, and she does exactly that. And a momentary lack of concentration there from Esbjerg, and Estelle Enziminko, who's been doing all her work in defense so far today, comes up with a big steal. And Ingstad, she can see as soon as she laid that pass off that she was in trouble. And a good finish by Enziminko, first of the day for her. Tramborg, attacker foul called against Vilde Ingstad. 2 mistakes from her in very quick succession. And momentum shifts back Gyori's way here in the last minute or so. That's the loudest we're hearing Gyori Gyori all evening long so far. Ball into the line, awkward shot, but it's put away. Karina Pintea doesn't need to know where exactly she is. She knows where the goal is. She releases that shot. And I think the referees are going to check now whether she actually infringed the throw off, which would have been a real pity for her, having just scored to now get a 2-minute suspension. The referees need to check that on the video replay. Pintea so happy with herself after scoring that goal, and a good finish as well from a very awkward position with her back facing the goal. Was she in the way though? That's the question. Well, it seems they made contact with her, and that knocked the ball out of the line player's hands, looking to take the quick throw off. The referees will decide whether it was enough to warrant a 2-minute suspension, and if so, it's a soft 2-minute suspension to give away as well, particularly as they're really gaining control of this match. Comes off her right arm, that's clear to see. Also, she should know better than to be running right down the center of the court in that situation. The Austrian referees, Anja Vranes and Marlies Venninger, look to have made their decision. They're letting Carmen know. And it is indeed a 2-minute suspension for Karina Pintea, much to the disgust of the fans. But, as I said, she should know better in these situations. So she's off for the next 2 minutes, and Esbjerg, with a 1-woman advantage, now have an opportunity to cut that 3-goal deficit. The second half is only 8 minutes long, but they've been clearly the second best side in it so far. 2 line players in there, 2 backcourt players in Reistad and Breistol. Ball out to the wing. Decent shooting opportunity. Oh, it's a great finish as well. And it's Anna Solberg, got the better of her sister there. Fascinating battle we've only seen on a couple of occasions. Celia, the keeper, made the save in the first half, but this time around, Sana got the better of her. A nice deft finish into the far post. Hansen, Ryu, Ball is a dangerous one, but a breakthrough in the end, and it's these fine margins that seem to be going Gyori's way at the moment. Really, really close pass there. Almost a 50-50 challenge between Oftedal and the defender, but she got her hands to it, spun past, and got her fourth goal of the day. Reistad into the line. Camp drops it over the keeper's head. It's all about the lobs here. 2-goal game. Kaya Camp with a nice smirk on her face, knowing she did well. Ball almost shoved into her hands by Reistad. Oftedal goes one way, then the other. Hansen, Ryu cuts inside. Good movement. There's an overlap there, but that's strong defending. Really good stuff by Solberg. Mentioned in the first half that she is a player capable of playing in the number 2 position in defense at the moment on the wing and getting her hands full. Well, that's a heavy challenge. 2-minute suspension on the way. Went down heavily as well, and it's Lena Jørgensen-Myers who's the guilty party, and the referee is going to check the video replay as well. We haven't seen too much of her in this game, and the referee is going to check whether there was contact with the face, and if so, how severe the punishment will be. Didn't look like there was too much in it, but Rio went down very heavily. So let's see what the video replay suggests. And that angle doesn't really help us. Rio is quite low down. Here's a better angle for it. And contact with the chin there. The arms weren't exactly raised, as Rio was quite low. We'll see if that comes into the referee's decision of just how severe it was. But what was clear to see, there was some contact with the face. What is the punishment? And it's a 2-minute suspension. And I think that's a fair one in the end. There wasn't too much in it, but as soon as there's contact with the face, I think suspension is likely. So Lena Jørgensen-Myers out now for the next 2 minutes, and all of a sudden Gyori with the numerical advantage. Ryu lays it off to Hansen, looks to go alone this time. Ekrola goes down low, shot fired right over her head. 3-goal lead for Gyori. And a real test of what Team Esbjerg are made of now. Over the last couple of seasons, they've been a team that have always managed to make their way back into a game when they're down and make it tight. They don't lose easily, that's for sure. Right, Reistad now, created a lot of space for herself there, and the challenge looked like a hint of inside defending and potentially a penalty, but just a free throw given. She's complaining at the referees, told to get going again, needs to focus. Empty switch, brings Reistad into the center again. Left to Tramborg, across to Breistol. Breistol to Reistad. Good defending here from Gyori, who almost have the entire defense in one half of the court. Swarming around the attackers in red. And it's a save down low at the near post. Yet again, Silja Solberg. Not the best shot we've seen all day from Henny Reistad. With Esbjerg still a woman down for the next 20 minutes. A chance for Gyori to extend their lead to the largest of the game so far. Won't come from the wing, needs to be recycled. Ryu in the center, lays it off to Oftedal, gets it back inside to Ryu, into the line. And there you have it, 24-20, Lynn Blum gives Gyori their largest lead of the game, and Dina Ekrola can only watch on. He's come in between the posts and hasn't been able to make a save yet. Good movement by Ryu again, having an absolute stormer. And Lynn Blom, whenever she's given an opportunity, she's finding a way through. Reistel, back to Reistad. Looking a bit choppy now, the attack from Esbjerg. Receives it again, oh, through the legs of the keeper. Christina Breistel picked her chance well there. Definitely an improvement from her since the start of this second half. And there's the save down low for Ekkola, but the free throw given to Stina Oftedal. A bit of a touch tuck that one past the keeper, I think. But they all count the same, and a desperately needed goal for Esbjerg. 11 saves in this game so far for Silja Solberg. Really good stuff from her. Ekkola at the other end, yet to make a save after coming on in this second half. Christiansen to Ryu, Oftedal. Ryu in the center again, looking for the line again. Oh, it's a heavy challenge on the left arm. A 2-minute suspension on the way. This time for Mette Tramborg. We said it wasn't her. The referees seem convinced. And with that, it's the third suspension of the game for Mette Tramborg, and her game is then over. Let's look at it again. Was it her? It was indeed. Good call from the referees. She didn't really see what she was doing, but the arms got entwined. And that's the end of the game for the first choice right back. And things going from bad to worse for Team Esbjerg. Ball to Ryu, back across to the wing, and that slips through the legs. It looks like it came off the foot. It did indeed. And that's poor from Gyori. Need to take care of the ball better than that in these situations. And the wing is mostly waiting here for Gyori. The balls come every now and then, but they are few and far between, so difficult always to get into the game when you're not getting the hands on the ball. And as we see from that, slipping out of the hands and through the legs. Breistel from absolutely downtown, out of nothing, just saw an avenue, and well, when you can shoot like that, why not? Esbjerg back within 2. Ball comes off the foot of the defenders. No, it didn't. Referees are happy that it was a legal interception in the end. Have to look at the replay for that one. Lynn Blom, as you can see, arguing that it came off the foot. Let's see again. And well, I think it did, but referees give the turnover. There was that brilliant shot from nowhere from Breistel. He's now in the right back position, or a kind of centre back, right back mix, and a penalty earned by Henny Reistad, who just absolutely barrels her way through the defence. And a 2-minute suspension on top of that for Lynn Blom, who was caught a little bit flat-footed there. You can see looking at the left back, tried to cut her way over. And frustration for the Swede with some of the recent decisions. And coming in for the first time today in her last EHF final for Amandine Leno. She's played in every single one of them so far. Great to see her in action here in the semi-final, facing this penalty from Henny Reistad. Reistad against Leno, and it's saved by Amandine Leno. Well, of course it was. Stood up strong, waited for the shot, and in the end just batted it away with the left arm. She's pumped, and she'll, well, looked like she was going to make her way off, but she's going to stay in between the posts, and why not after a save like that? What a hero she is for this team. So often the villain in the early years as she starred for Vardar. So many frustrating visits here as a Vardar player, but with Gyori, well, she's had a lot of joy. Looking to add one more title. And the way things are going now, Gyori looking strong with a quarter of the game left. Still only 3 goals between the sides, but they're definitely looking more confident now. Rystad looks to go through and completely left alone there. They're a woman short on defense, and Rystad not messing around. Responding to her penalty miss from moments ago with a goal. And you have to give Henny Rystad a lot of credit for that. Just 23 years of age, and doesn't seem to matter what has gone on in the moments before. She'll always back herself to score. And you can see that with her stats for today. 8 goals from 15 attempts. Ryu into the line, and Pintea has to get back up after landing on her knees. Free throw given. So it's still a dangerous lead for Gyori. And they're a woman down at the moment, so no goalkeeper at home, which means this shot has to be good, and it is good. Bit of contact there on the wing with the shot coming in, but rode the challenge well, Senga Fodor, and gets her 2nd goal of the day. Breistel runs into traffic. Just a free throw given. Good defending there between Pintea and Christiansen. Christiansen with the initial challenge. Pintea helping out, making sure she doesn't come within 6 meters. Breistel into the line, and again a battle in there. Just a free throw given again. Milda Ingstad, no sooner did she have her hands on the ball as she was hauled down by Fodor. And you can see what she was arguing for inside defending. Breistel again. Save down low to the left by Amandine Leynaud. It's a couple of big saves from Leynaud here since coming on. And a reminder that this is just the first of our 2 semi-finals. We've got Metz against Vipers Kristiansand coming up at 6 o'clock Central European time. Ryu, for the first time today, is denied with a shot. And she apologizes immediately, but it goes out for a corner throw, so Gyori still in possession. Kristiansen to Oftedal, drifts out to the right-hand side. Ryu tries to beat the defender, does exactly that. Nice pass out to the wing, lobbed over the crossbar. Not the best decision there, as Dina Ekeler was actually back on her line. So Faluvegi rushing that shot a little bit. Breistel cuts inside. Rystad has a look around, tries to find a way through, but there is none. And with that, it's a timeout, the first of this 2nd half, and it's taken by Jesper Jensen and Esbjerg. Let's listen in. Well, this 2nd half hasn't exactly gone to plan for Team Esbjerg, but they have an opportunity here to make their way back into this one. They have the firepower. Just need to find the solutions to get some good shots on goal and find a way past Leynaud. There's Solberg, who had a very good game. To credit her there. She's not finishing it off, but if they win, it'll be thanks to her in no small part. Pass across to the wing. Solberg against Leynaud, and she passes it basically straight into her hands. No lobbing on that occasion. She's no fool between the posts. And another big save. Oftedal out on the right-hand side. Oh, it's stolen. And Solberg now needs to gain control. She does eventually, and really could have laid that pass off. decided to go alone. Had to work so hard to get control of the ball after the steal. If she'd only looked to her right, there were a couple of players there waiting to help her out. Jakobsen, Reistad, Muller on the right-hand side, draws the foul again. He's played well in the right-back position when given opportunities this season, Muller. Here's another one for her. Solberg in the left wing, and it's kept out again. This time a bit more juice on the shot, but Amandine Leynaud equal to it yet again. Leynaud, as I mentioned a couple of times, an absolute legend of the sport. It's going to be sad to see her go at the end of this season. And clearly, with performances like this, there's no reason why, when it comes to talent and ability, that she should retire. She feels it's the right time and wants to claim one last title with this team before she goes. In the meantime, Solberg with a bit of a cut there on the elbow is being patched up. Ryu, Christiansen, Oftedal, Ryu again. Good defending here, two line players waiting. And the ball into one of them is not really good, but Ryu makes up for her mistake by picking it up again. Oftedal looking for a way through. Ryu has loads of space on the right-hand side. Oh, and lobs it off the post. Rebound from the left wing. This time put away. It was all a bit of a mess in the end, but it results in a goal for Gyori and a 4-goal lead now. Tsenga Fodor picks up the rebound, was the only one out there in the left wing in the end. Lena Myers tries to cover the space, but nothing doing. And trouble now for Esbjerg. Camp lays it off to Myers, who's now in the right back position. I think that's a good call to put her in there. She is played mostly in defense, but a very handy right back. And is capable of a big shot as well, if given the opportunity. She's going to make her way off now. As Reistad goes low, Leynaud makes the stop. And away comes Gyori again, but they're in no rush now with just over 8 minutes on the clock, and Gyori Audieto KC hold a 4-goal lead. Reistad in the end forced into a bit of a pot shot. There was only one area of the goal she could shoot into there, and Amandine Leynaud knew it. To the right wing, acres of space there. Keeper doesn't move, placed just to her left. Victoria Lukac. That's goal number 2 for her, and the largest lead of the day, just at the right time for the 5-time champions. And the difference in experience, the difference in squad depth beginning to show here. Reistad, that great ball inside, but the referees, well, they blew the whistle a bit early there. I think it's fair to say 7 minutes since Esbjerg last scored. There's 7 minutes left on the clock here, and they need 5 at least. Reistad, ball over to Reistad, trying to find a way through again. She's peppered by the defense, arms flying everywhere, and every single challenge met by arms in the air and cheers from the Gyori players. Just look how pumped Anna Mette Hansen is as Jesper Jensen calls his final timeout of the day for Esbjerg. Last roll of the dice for Esbjerg in this semi-final. They came into this knowing that they were the underdogs. And they came into it knowing that they really had nothing to lose this weekend. And for much of this game, they've been level pegging or even in the lead, but as this second half has worn on, Gyori have taken control. Ball is absolutely magnificent and put away by Vilde Ingstad. Great pass in there behind the defense. Little flick of the wrist in behind, and Vilde Ingstad with 4 goals today. The pass from Annette Jensen, perhaps the best assist of the day so far, and there's been a few absolute stunners. And Esbjerg back within 4. And going with a 5-1 defense here with Kaja Kamp out in the top. Taking on Oftedal. Christiansen out to the wing, has to be recycled. Oftedal again, looking to go alone. She does go alone, finds a way through. And Rika Paulsen has come back in between the posts, can do nothing about it. Well, there might have been some questions about Stina Oftedal's fitness coming into this game. Well, she has been non-stop all day long and showing that she is well fit for this occasion. 5 goals and the motor in this Gyori attack today and every day. Breistad to bustle her way through, lays it off to Breistad, and it's knocked out over the sideline. It's going to be a throw-in to Esbjerg, but good defending and even better goalkeeping. What a great decision to put Lenaud in here in the second half. First of all for the penalty, saved the penalty, and then, well, Ambros Martin said stay in. She's barely let a goal past her since then. Breistad runs into heavy traffic. That's going to be a 2-minute suspension for Krina Pintea. She looks shocked, but well, she knows as well as anyone that was illegal. Second suspension for her. So a glimmer of hope for Esbjerg, who are 5 down with 5 minutes left. But they're warming up now for the next 2 minutes. Breistad goes through the center, tries to lay it off to the line. Free throw given. They'll have to set up again. They'll have to do it fast. Breistad into the line, and it's spun away over the sideline. Again, it's an Esbjerg ball. Great battling there by Enziminko. Esbjerg have to go again. They need to get a shot in here. Breistad out to the wing, picked up. Jakobsen over the head of the keeper. Good finish by Marit Rosberg Jakobsen. She's done well today, but most of her attacking input has been coming in from the wing. This is her first real opportunity out on the right wing, and she scores it. 4 goals. 4 minutes left to play. Christiansen trying to put the final nail in the coffin, and that might just do it. Veronica Christiansen. And a nice move, darting out in between 1 and 2 there. Very difficult to stop both she and Oftedal. So good at that. Ball into the line is a good one, and that seems to be the only way to get past Lenaud at the moment, is to drop it over her head. Kaja Kamp with another one. So Esbjerg back in their goal-scoring flow here. 3rd of the day for Kaja Kamp, including a penalty in the first half. Ryu receives it from Christiansen, and with that, Ambros Martin decides to take a timeout. That'll be his last of the day as well. I think it's all about just calming things down here and ensuring they don't do anything silly. It says a lot there that Steen Oftedal has been the top scorer in the game with 5, and then besides that, it's a smattering of 3 and 2 goal performances from Gyori, who've really spread the attack out well and spread the love in terms of scoring. That's been crucial for them, including 2 goals for their keeper, Silja Solberg, into an empty net twice in the first half. Ryu into the line, simple stuff, and it results in a goal. And the trademark celebration there by Lynn Blum. Really enjoys herself every single time she scores. She has to scamper back every time, but she does it, arms in the air, celebrating with the crowd. And there's a simple turnover and a chance down the left wing. Good pass out there, and this will really put the game to bed for Gyori, who, after the disappointment of last season in the semi-final, looks set to head to the final for the 6th time in the EHF Final Four era. Senga Fodor, goal number 4 for her. Had a bit of a dodgy start to the second half, but she's taken her chance as well. And that shot clipping off the crossbar, and a huge disparity between the scoring percentages for both sides. It was similar to that in the first half, but what Esbjerg were able to do to minimize the damage in the first half, they have not been able to replicate this time around. And the celebrations can begin. Ryu laying it off, and again overlap on the left wing, ball across, looking for the in-flight, doesn't quite come off. Champagne handball here from Gyori, at least that's what they're trying to do, and they can afford to do it with just 90 seconds left on the clock here. Esbjerg will have to ramp themselves up for the bronze medal match tomorrow. 2 painful defeats in quick succession for them in the Danish League final on Tuesday, and the defeat here today. They gave a good account of themselves for the vast majority of this game, that's for sure. Ball into the line, and it's put away. Vilde Ingstad fighting until the end. Goal number 5 for her. She's been perfect from the line. 5 attempts on goal, 5 goals. That's an area that we expected to see efficiency from the team, and we have indeed. And a 5-goal loss in the end might feel a bit harsh for Esbjerg, but it just shows Gyori's ability to step up in the key moments, and they've replicated that today. Ryu into the line again, great turn, a save this time for Rikke Poulsen. 30 seconds left, and Esbjerg can push to cut the deficit again. All just to put a bit of a sheen on the scoreboard at the end of the day. 15 seconds left on the clock. Will they go for one last goal? Ambros Martin enjoying himself here already. Myers spins around, and no penalty given. And I think Amandine Leonard is going to start celebrating here. And why on earth not? Because